Hey folks, Bob Reese here with the Guys Forecast, giving you a fishing report for Friday, the 25th of August. I am at the fairgrounds now, about ready to MC the NSIA event. Just because you're not here doesn't mean you can't donate to nsiafishing.org for better fisheries. Go log on, show some love to the organization. Fishing today was good. I went out to the ocean knowing that the bites out in the ocean aren't as productive as the ones in the river. I thought the river would be a little bit slower today, given we didn't have a 3-day break. It got fished pretty intensively yesterday, but it was very productive for river fishermen, more so than ocean fishermen. Before I forget, the ocean at times, not first thing in the morning, but at times, a good part of the day is laden with jellyfish. That's been happening the last couple of days, and that is a problem. But we didn't have quite the great strike to hook ratio today as we did yesterday, but we landed 3 fin-clipped Chinook in the ocean. Sorry to take those from your river fishermen. But we had a south wind and very small swell, but the jellyfish made it intolerable. I did escape them doing my traditional buoy 7 to buoy 3, actually trolling northwest of buoy 7 onto Peacock Spit. So going from about 70 foot of water to 40 foot on the Peacock Spit, trolling northwest of buoy 7. We got the first pass in with no jellyfish and maybe 7 or 8 bites. Killed 2 hatchery Chinook out there, quality Chinook. These upriver brights were our first 2. And then by the second pass, we had maybe only gotten 2 bites. And then by the third pass, it was just jellyfish were everywhere. But I did escape them coming into the beach and fishing off the north tip of the jetty. In shallow, right off the tip there, 26 to 30 foot of water, but we only got 1 bite. That's a little bit later in the tide. Just like the river and everywhere else you go, that morning bite is a thing, especially in the ocean. It truly tapers. I'm getting out of the ocean by 6 o'clock, lines in the water, maybe 6:15. So it doesn't last long. So if you're serious about the ocean, you should be out there as early as you can, and swell the next couple of days is going to be friendly enough to do a bar crossing, even if it's still trickling out. So nice ocean next couple of days. Here's headline news. Starting tomorrow, we're able to retain wild coho in the ocean, which we released 2 of today. One was certainly 14 pounds. So, bottom line is not a lot of bites in the ocean, but keep any 2 salmon. Only 1 can be a Chinook still. That hasn't changed. But river fishing is definitely where it was at today and yesterday as well. Guys that fished the river had multiple opportunities. Several guides did real well, but you still got to sort through quite a few wild fish to find the keepers. So when you're catching that many fish, you can still accomplish that. And again, most places downstream of the bridge, because of these low tide exchanges, produced well both on the incoming first thing in the morning and the entire outgoing tide from the bridge down to Chinook wing jetties. And we caught our 4th Chinook, a hatchery fish in the river, big hatchery fish in the river, west of between buoy 12 and buoy 11 on the last part of outgoing tide. That last part of outgoing tide bite, well, lack of a bite down west of 12 was disappointing today. Late in the around 1 o'clock, 1:30. It was really good yesterday, but disappointing today. And but Hammond, the green line, produced well first thing this morning. The bridge down to Chinook wing jetties produced really well first thing this morning. There was a wicked east wind that really made it sloppy in the river, but still boaters did real well despite the sloppy conditions. And so hard to say what's going to happen tomorrow, of course, but I would guess I'd still have to anticipate that the river fishing is going to be productive. The fact of the matter is we're just in peak season, and the fish seem to be biting better than they were prior to yesterday. We had a long streak of pretty tough fishing in the river, but the bite is back on, and it is good, and no reason to believe it's going to change tomorrow other than the fact that this is a very inconsistent fishery. You know, I had some good luck on the pink spinfish today, as well as my rainbow blade with the chunk bait. So middle rods did the best, which is highly unusual. They were at 30 on the line counter with 16 ounces of lead. So again, bottom line, fishing will probably be better in the river tomorrow than the ocean, but you got options with any two salmon, including wild coho, starting tomorrow. Just be aware that jellyfish could wreck your day. Stay safe. Good luck. Gonna be a good weekend.